Wolves are both powerful and beautiful animals, ones that have made their home in a variety of locations around the world. However, in the recent years with the hunts on these wolves to near extinction, I believe we have forgot just how amazing these animals really are. The wolf has been a prominent image in many cultures, especially the Native American ones, as a spirit guide for loyalty and power. They see this animal as one to be not really worshipped, but honored. And I think it's time we remember why. In stories and movies, wolves have always been shown to be a mysterious force for the hero to use to better himself or face some kind of problem. But they're more than just a spirit guide. They actually have a big impact on the world. And as much as I can continue to talk about this, I'll just give a few details as to why. Some of the reasons that make these animals so amazing is that they are built to hunt, and they have one of the best social lives in all of the animal kingdom. As I said, they also have a huge impact on our ecosystems, especially in the Western Hemisphere. And their strength and personality have led to be inspirations to many cultures throughout the world. So every animal has its own way of surviving out there and living amongst its own, and the wolf is no different. However, they have been known to have some of the best features that a lot of experts say are better than any other. For example, the wolf's chest is a slender built, meaning that it gives better movement, one that experts have already shown to be better than anyone else. And their nose is great for tracking. They can track down an animal that's 1.75 miles away if given perfect conditions. As much as I continue to break down the animals anatomy one by one, I'll save you guys that one. And just instead talk about their pack life. Pack life to a wolf is very important. They hunt together, they live together, they do everything together. And in this pack life, the structure is usually one of hierarchy. At the top sits the alpha male, leading the others through dominance and caring. And at the bottom, of course, is the omega, taking care of everybody else. This type of structure shows unity in the pack where you think there wouldn't be, as well as loyalty. And as much as you would think that a lot of them would fight for leadership because, everyone wants to be top dog, the opposite is actually shown, and it actually lowers the aggressive behaviors of all the other wolves in the pack. With their hunting prowess well known, it's no wonder that humans began to fear them and started hunting them to save their cattle ranches. However, after a while, people learned just how devastating this actually was. Yellowstone National Park is probably the best example I can give as to how big an impact wolves actually had on the ecosystem. Ever since their removal in 1926, the park rangers started noticing how catastrophic the habitat began to get. Elk populations began to thrive too much out of control, and they began to get lazy since they didn't need to run or fear any other predator in the area. They just sat around and grazed in the same area, making them fat. And actually, this led to the degradation to a lot of the trees around, like aspens and cottonwoods. The park rangers knew something had to be done, and so they decided to get to work on a way to reintroduce the wolf back into the territory. And in 1995, wolves were finally reintroduced back into the park, and with it came the change that they were sought after. Since their reintroduction, the elk had a new predator to fear, which led them to start running around and building their muscle instead of being fat and lazy. This also led to them changing their grazing grounds every time, so the saplings for the aspens and cottonwoods had a chance to grow, and the foliage began to come back. Yellowstone had opened the eyes of many people to how important wolves actually are in the ecosystem around. But if we really would have just listened to our ancient cultures, we would have known that from the start. Native American tribes have been well known to have animal spirit guides, and the wolf is one of the best ones out there. The Quaila tribe actually has praised the wolf so much for their ability to detect intruders, their loyalty and stealth, that they had named a group of their warriors, the ones that were entrusted with protecting the rest of the tribe, and they named it the Wolf Society for it. The Apache tribe had their White Mountain warriors, and they always would pray and sing to wolves to give them the ability for their endurance, their teamwork, and their strength before any battle they went into. These are just a few examples that I can give about how wolves shared a great deal of importance in the cultures around. So from their fascinating pack life to their inspiring spirit in our culture, the wolf remains an amazing animal, one that is actually beautiful to see. So I ask you, instead of letting fear blind you to how great these animals are, you just take a minute and realize how important they actually were.